If you're looking at the Exitus Elite Compensation Plan in 2026, I'll kind of want to answer some questions for you. Like, I want to clear up the confusion with how it works. A lot of people don't think there's any leverage with the Exitus Elite Compensation Plan. Also, do they pay? What are the levels? How do you get paid? So let's cover that in this quick video and let's jump straight in. So what I'll do is I'll share my screen and I'll just walk you through the various things that they got going on here. So I'll even log in, actually. I'll log in. Do they pay? Right. So the first thing is, do you actually get paid? Is it a scam or do they actually get paid? So while I'm on this screen, let me sort of show you that. So here's what we've done with it. That is not an income claim. I distinctly want to clarify that that is not an income claim. That's what me and my business partner Eric did. So yes, they do. I can tell you now, they definitely do pay. And because you choose how you get paid, when you set your profile up, you set your payment options. So it's 100% commission on the Genesis products. And you've got all these different options. And very soon he's just changing, the owner, Paul, is just changing server. You'll be able to just take like a credit card straight off. You can already do authorized.net, but these two are coming in very soon. So what are the products and what are you actually going to get paid on? And how are there 3 ways to get paid with Exitus Elite in 2026? So how they all work is you buy a license pack and that enables you to have resale rights. So you can sell the courses on their own. People don't have to have the resale rights, but if you want to resell them, then you need the license fee for that. So you can just go and buy the G100 and use it as a customer. But most people in the online space here, I'll be honest with you, you might as well get the resale rights and at least make your money back. So they are educational products. I know I was interviewing Paul, the owner, and he's telling me one of them he paid like, I think, like 10 grand for the resale rights to, which I didn't really realize. So there's a G100 level that is $100 and it's got 17 courses in it. Okay, there's a G250, which is $250, and I'm not going to wait for that to count up, but that's got a lot of courses in it. A $500 level, okay, a $1,000 level, and that, by the way, one of our team members, Darren, is actually interviewed on here. Where is he? So when you join, check out Darren, all right? And then there's a $1,000 level, and that's what we did most of. That is a real sweet spot, but now more and more, there's the G2000 level. And I think, apart from some upgrades, the last few customers we've had have all gone to that level, and you're going to see why. So they are the levels. Pay your license fee, you get those products. Now, if you buy the 2000, that includes everything beneath it. If you buy the 1000, that includes everything beneath it. Buy the 500, that includes everything beneath it. So that's the incentive for people to go as comfortable or, where they can. Another reason for them to go there is this. So 3 ways to earn, right? Like we've already said, 100% commission, nothing on the license fee, 100% commission on the Genesis products. So that's between 100 and 2,000. So number one, you can get your direct sales, obviously, right? So that's brilliant. If you're a G1000, if you're in at the G1000 level, you sell a G1000 level, you get $1,000. If somebody buys the $500 level from you, you'll make the $500. If somebody buys the $100 level, you make the full $100. So that's the first thing. The next thing is, and you only get paid on the level that you've invested in yourself. The next one is the override commissions, and I'm going to come back to that because I want to show you a misconception that I kind of had maybe, and some people have had. So I'm going to break that down with a little diagram for you I made. But then there's also the upgrade commission. So we've had people go from $1,000 to $2,000 with all the fantastic changes that they've made at Exitus. If you're looking at some old information, you might see the word pass up and one up, or you first, commissions and all this. There used to be what was called a pass up. If you don't know about it, don't worry about it because it's not going to affect you. But if you've looked at Exitus in the past, and one of the things that might have put you off is the fact that your first, or then they changed it to your second sale, would actually pass up to your sponsor. The idea of that was that your sponsor would help you, right? It was a vested interest in them to help you get set up and everything. Over the years, I think in reality, when Paul looked at the numbers, it was obvious that some people, if you're new, you can't really help your member, right? You don't know what to do. So that didn't really work. So he goes above and beyond to try and make sure you don't need that. So direct sales and then upgrades. Now let's talk about these override commissions. This is the bit we want to focus on. So I've made this little diagram here just in Canva, right? So one or two people get paid on every sale. What does that mean, right? Because you just said it, you get paid at the level you're at. It's you get 100% of that. So how does it work? So let's suppose in this scenario, then that's me, there's Paul, and I'm a G2000 member. That's where I'm at. And Lynn joins me, and she goes, "Yeah, sweet spot, $1,000. I'm gonna go in at that level." So this is how it works. Let's put some text on the screen here. Right, we'll do a heading. Right, so Lynn makes a sale, right? And she makes a $2,000 sale, right? So she can only get paid $1,000. That's the level she's at, right? So 1,000 goes there. What about the other 1,000 though? The customer's just paid another 1,000. So what the software does inside Exitus Elite, it says, well, customer's going to spend $2,000, okay, and Lynn is $1,000 member, so she gets that, and it will send the customer her payment details. And then it will say, you need to pay them 1,000, you need to pay the next person, the person that brought Lynn in, that referred Lynn, that's me, you need to pay them 1,000, right? And the software does that automatically for you, right? So there's no awkward conversations and stuff. The software does it and explains it, right? So you can see why we're quite happy for people to come in at lower levels. We're quite happy as long as you promote, because it's good for us, right? And that isn't like, that isn't a negative about the compensation plan, because you can come in at 100 and you can work your way up to the 250 by making some sales, and then the 500, then the 1,000, or whatever. Let's look at another scenario then. Let's look at Sue. Sue brings in a $2,000 member. No, Sue brings in a $2,000 member. All right, let's do that. Yeah. So Sue is a G250. So she makes her $250. That's the level she's at. So what does that leave? That leaves 1,750, but if my math is right. So yeah, it is. So the system, the software looks, well, who above the customer's joining at $2,000. Who above is a G2000? Is it Lynn? No, she's a 1,000. Is it Paul? Yes. So the other 1,750 would come up to me. Okay. Now let's look at Frank. Frank is a G100, right? He's just getting going. He's getting started. Good on you, Frank. He makes a G2000 sale, right? Well, let's do this one 1,000, right? So Frank makes a sale and it's a $1,000 sale. So the system says, well, yeah, Frank's a G100. He gets $100. That's his level. That leaves $900. Where does that go? Has Sue got it above? No. Has Lynn got it? Yes. Right. So that means Lynn, in that case, would make $900. And poor me makes nothing. Well, that's fine, because that's the way it should be. Right. And then Jenny down here, let's suppose Jenny makes a $500 sale. Well, Jenny's going to get $100 still. The system looks up, who's a G500? Is it Frank? No. Is it Sue? No. Is it Lynn? Yes. So in that case, Lynn would make the $500, right? Lynn makes it. Okay. Down here, Jenny makes another sale. Jenny makes a $2,000 sale, right? So Jenny gets her 100. Where's the rest go? Who's a G2000 above? Frank? No. Sue? No. Lynn? No. Paul? Yes. So where does that $1,900 go? And that's why the compensation plan does have leverage. That's why it's so powerful inside Exitus Elite. And that is one of the reasons why people like it. The other reason, of course, is it's instant pay. You choose how you want to get paid. You can get paid instantly in the States if you've got Venmo and stuff like that. The other reason why people like the compensation plan is because wrapped around it is like almost like a franchise. They give you the lead capture pages, the sales pages, all done for you. They have a sales team that handle all the sales. So if you're worried about, well, this, you got to pay one person, then it goes to another, who's going to explain that? Not that it needs to, because the software does it. But if you don't want to sell, if you don't like selling, and you don't want to make any of those answer any of those sort of questions, well, why do I have to do 2 payments? You can just tick a box in your back office, and the sales team put their number on your pages. Anybody rings, it goes through to the sales team, and they do all that for you. So this is really one of the few businesses I think you can do completely anonymously, right? As long as you keep feeding leads in the front end. Now, if you are looking to join Exitus Elite, you saw what we did in the back office. We do make sales. Now, also the other thing is I had AI um, look for us at let me see, where is it? So we had AI analyze our team results. So me and Eric, my business partner, we really do try and help our people, right? Our customers. So I want to show this is like a humble brag, okay? So I am bragging just a little, you'll have to excuse me. So I took all of our team data and I copied and pasted it all in and I put it into AI and I asked it to analyze it and compare our results against the industry standard. So, and bear in mind, this isn't me and Eric, this is our team, right? So this is like people that have joined us as a collective. So between us, we've done a million in sales, right? So we've done over 1 million in sales, right? And there's our verified earnings, right? That's me and Eric, right? Now, 37%, we have a 37% verified by AI success rate. The industry standard, and I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy when I saw that because I want everybody to win. But people who made sales in the industry average is 5 to 10%, and we're at 37. So you're up to 7 times higher to make a chance of a sale with us because we help, right, than you are going anywhere else. Average sales per person is 7 sales in our team, and that's less than 1 as an industry average. Okay, and the average earnings per person, 500 to 1,000. It's slightly skewed by a couple of people that did really well, but 7K. And this is, like I said, I'm not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes, right? If you isolate the people that have made sales, the average jumps to nearly $19,000 per person. And that, again, that could be misleading if you're looking at like some of the top people like Darren and stuff. So I don't draw, I mention it, right? Because I want to show you what's possible. Because every one of our customers, right? They have, what do they have? Do the top earners have a different Exitus Elite, one that we don't know about? No, they've got the same, right? Do they have the chance of getting the same leads that everybody else has? Exactly the same. Does the call center do the explaining for them the same as it does for everybody else? Exactly, it does. The sales team, right? Of course, it's the same sales team. There's no different sales team for people that want to do better. You have, right, exactly the same business, the same compensation plan, right? At the same time, 2026, the same resources, the same lead capture pay, everything is the same for you as it is. So if you want to be part of a winning team, I may humbly suggest you speak to me. I'll happily speak to you. I don't put people through to the sales team because I'm happy to talk to people. Okay, so if you would like to know, comment below, send me a message. You can find me at Facebook at Real Paul Turner, right? I'm on YouTube here or wherever you see this around. You feel free, message me, and I'll happily talk you through. No obligation to buy, right? And you only remember it's 100% commission. So once you've got your license fee out of the way, one sale, you cover the cost of your Genesis product. Okay, so at the level you're at. So if any of that resonates, thanks for watching the video to the end. I really do appreciate it. I hope you can see we care about your winning. You see why Exitus is such a great business. And I'll just close it out. If you want to make $1,000 a month, you need one G1000 sale or one G2000 sale every 2 months. Compare that with some other things online where you might make $27 for selling an ebook or something. You know, we have a solution for that as well because it does recurring, and it works very well with Exitus. But just ask yourself, I want to make $4,000 a month. Would I rather make 2 G2000 sales and people, as you can see, buy it, right? Or 4 $1,000 sales? And it's the same people looking for business opportunities. Some of them just never do the math to work that out, right? So this is a really good income boost for you. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Catch you later. And by the way, Exitus has been around, this is its 11th year, right? So nobody can sort of say, well, is it a scammy thing? It's been around 11 years and you've seen they do pay from me logging into my back office. See you later.